Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from TheRightTrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Today, we're going to go over our normal schedule as well as talk a little bit about what we can expect from the general market here in the near future. And what we're seeing today is a lot of cryptocurrencies pulling back slightly, most of them just a few percents. What you have to realize is I believe that this is part of the normal recovery process, right? So I don't really think we're going to see a major decline in the near future. I think that probably going to consolidate a little bit and continue our kind of up and down pattern that we've been having. But overall, within a few weeks, the market should really be starting to get some more strength again. And I'm of course going to go into more detail on that as far as the technical analysis side of things to show you if things start getting worse, at what point can we expect things to fall more, basically. And otherwise, go check out my premium content. I have monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities and 5 high return cryptocurrencies for your 2018 portfolio. Also, make sure to go follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Not that much news today. As I said, a lot of cryptocurrencies are definitely pulling back today. They're actually, as we're talking, coming back up a little bit, so we'll see if that holds. But let's get right into the technical analysis, starting off with Nano. Now, Nano has obviously had a whole bunch of drama over the past couple days related to the BitGrail exchange and stolen Nano. As for the price action, we can see that we aren't doing too bad, right? Things have definitely slowed down, and we may avoid a bigger drop, at least for the time being. So what happened here was, we weren't able to hold above 105,000 Satoshis. That was a pretty big support level, but really the main area that we want to make sure we hold above is 100,000 Satoshis, right? If we lose 100,000 Satoshis, that's when I would start getting very worried about falling, a lot. But for now, we actually put in a little bit of an uptrend in the short term where we didn't actually test that 100,000 Satoshi level again. We actually ended up moving a little bit higher there. So we got our bounce at around 102,000 Satoshis. And so now we're in this symmetrical triangle formation where we have, of course, our resistance at 105,000 Satoshis. We also have this downtrend line right over here. And those are going to be the levels that we're going to look towards to hopefully, move higher. Really, at this point, I'd say we have to break out of the downtrend line if we want to start moving higher again, right? And even at that point, it's not going to be easy. So I'd say at best here, over the next few weeks, is going to be some consolidation between 105,000 Satoshis and 120,000 Satoshis. It is possible that we consolidate in this tighter range between 100 and 105,000 Satoshis, but either way, the key thing to take out of this is as long as we hold above 100,000 Satoshis, even if that means a bit of consolidation, I consider that a pretty good scenario. And as far as Bitcoin is concerned, it has pulled back a bit over the past 2-3 days, but nothing too worrisome. We're still holding above our $7,950 support level. We want that to continue. If we fall below that, we're probably going to come back and test our major uptrend line, and we don't really want to test this too many times, right? Because the more times we test something, the more likely it is to actually, break under that level. So hopefully we do remain above 7,950 Satoshis. I expect that to happen. And really, we just want to see it slowly but surely climb a bit higher, get above $9,000, and then ideally get back above $10,000. And this red downtrend line is going to be that key level to really kind of confirm that we're back into bullish territory, as well as, the middle band here as well. In the more short term, we do want to try to get it back above that. And that's at $9,337. As for the indicators, not looking bad here, still holding their short-term uptrends that they just started. So as long as that continues, that's a good sign as well. We definitely don't want to see them turn bearish right now. But like I said, I don't really see that happening for a lot of these cryptocurrencies. We're probably going to continue to go a little bit up and down and consolidate a bit more over the next 2-3 weeks. And slowly but surely, the strength should start coming back into the market. So as for Ethereum, we're in a bit of a similar situation. Now, we did break below the short-term uptrend line. That was a pretty steep uptrend line, so you can't expect too much out of that. And at this point, we're just in a range between $764 and $917, which is nothing to worry about. Indicators starting to flatten out, so we do want to see those crossover. That'll take a little bit of time, but at least they're flattening out now. And really what I'd say here is I don't see us breaking back below $764, definitely not below our uptrend line over here. This is our long-term uptrend line. And really, I'd say that we are in a bit of a symmetrical triangle formation, so probably going to trade in this range over here until we either break towards the upside or downside. What that means is probably some more consolidation over the next, 2, 3, maybe even the next month until we break out of this this symmetrical triangle formation, right? At that point, it'll tell us which direction we're ready to move in. Hopefully that'll be towards the upside, and then it'll just be, climbing back to those previous levels. That $1,100 mark is key for getting back to where we were previously. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin now. Litecoin is in, of course, of a similar situation. It did break below the uptrend line on the RSI, which isn't the best sign. Not necessarily anything to worry about too much. But if we take a look at the price action here, what we're seeing is that we dropped back below the uptrend line, the short-term uptrend line, and we also moved below the middle band, right? That's the red line right here at $158. So we definitely want to try to get back above that to hopefully, start getting some more strength going and moving higher. But for now, what we're seeing is consolidation between $145 and $165. That can definitely continue a little bit longer. And what we're seeing now is actually something that's pretty positive. That's the Bollinger Bands that are starting to flatten out a little bit after the long decline. And they're moving in a downslope, right? So what that usually means, and what we usually see, is a bit of a cycle where, we get the downtrend going, the Bollinger Bands move towards the downside, and then that slows down, they start flattening out. Once that happens for a bit, usually we're ready to move back up, right? So that's probably what's going to happen here for Ethereum. For Litecoin. And let's take a look at our next cryptocurrency. That's going to be Ripple. Ripple currently trading slightly below $1 on Bittrex. And what we're seeing here is, indicators still looking pretty good. Got those positive crossovers, which we were waiting for. And we're definitely out of this bigger downtrend. Now what we're seeing is just trying to get a bit of a base going where we can really build on that and then move higher. So probably going to see a lot of consolidation in this area until the Bollinger Bands flatten out, which they're already slightly starting to do. And, probably a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to be in a similar position. Look at those Bollinger Bands. We need to make sure that they flatten out a bit, and then we can start moving higher, right? These really kind of set the path, so to say. And let's take a look at NEO now. So NEO is not looking the best right now. Its indicators aren't really giving off many signals. And as for the actual price action, we're definitely still in a bit of a short-term downtrend. We want to make sure that we hold above $100, and we do want to try to break out of this, right? I think we definitely can, so I'm not that worried about it, but the sooner the better. We don't want to start moving back below $100. That would not be a good sign. So ideally, we're going to break back above this short-term downtrend line, and then even if we consolidate between $100 and $140, we'll have a much bigger range to move in, right? Because right now, we're experiencing a lot of pressure from that downtrend line. Let's go ahead and take a look now at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Vertcoin, and see what Vertcoin is up to right now. So Vertcoin is moving back lower. It's back below that $3.23 resistance level. As for the indicators, still looking good there, but now what we're seeing is, we're falling back below $3.23, which we definitely did not want to see happen, because that is a pretty strong resistance level, and we still have that middle band that's moving towards the downside, putting a lot of pressure on the price. So at this point, ideally, we're going to hold above this previous red downtrend line. That's where we're going to find support, as we're probably going to move lower in the next couple days. We could probably move all the way back down to $2.30, right? But what we're expecting here is the Bollinger Bands once again to start to flatten out, and that'll help, stop the price from falling lower. Probably going to get some consolidation, and then we're ready to move higher, right? Let's take a look at Monero here, and what we're seeing is we dropped below that short-term uptrend line. Not many signals here for Monero, to be honest. As far as the indicators are concerned, or the price action, not that much going on. What we're really seeing is just still in this range between $200 and $257. That's probably going to continue until we break either one of those levels, and that will set the direction that we're ready to move in. But for now, I think consolidation in that range is the most likely scenario. Let's go ahead and take a look at OmiseGO now and see what OmiseGO has been doing. So OmiseGO is currently trading above $12, which is actually very good. Not necessarily falling as much as other cryptocurrencies here, which is a very good sign. About to get the crossover on the MACD and histogram, which is good. Coming back towards that 44 level on the RSI. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if we are going to be able to move back above $14. over the next week or two, that will put us back into bullish territory, and then we're probably going to be in the range between $14 and $18. And that's a pretty good scenario here, considering what a lot of cryptocurrencies are doing. So Misigo is looking decent here. And let's go ahead and take a look at Lisk, see if Lisk has also been doing good, because as you know, Lisk is one of the stronger cryptocurrencies out there, has been one of the stronger cryptocurrencies out there. So it's managing to hold above $25, which is great, right? That's what we want to see. We also got the Bollinger Bands expanding a little bit towards the upside. Same thing with the middle band here. And indicators looking okay, kind of flat right now. But really what matters is that we're finding that support off that $25 mark. And, probably going to trade in between $25 and $32. At this point, I think what we're going to see is a little bit of a flag where we're going to trade, up and down, keep on testing that downtrend line. And when the market and when Lisk are ready to move back up, probably going to see it, break towards the upside of this downtrend line, and then we're probably going to be able to get back above $32. So what's likely here is that we basically hold where we are now, but just move up and down in this range, and then get the breakout. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano now and see what Cardano is doing. Cardano is still consolidating between 4,000 Satoshis and 5,125 Satoshis, currently experiencing a very flat candlestick. We are seeing the indicators that are starting to flatten out a little bit. Not really many signals here for Cardano overall, though, right? We're just going to have to wait and see. Are we going to manage to break above the red downtrend line over here, or are we going to lose that 4,000 Satoshi level? And whichever of those happens, that's what's going to set the trend once again. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be our final one for the day. That's IOTA. And what has IOTA been doing? So currently IOTA is, it didn't really manage to hold its longer-term uptrend line here, which isn't great. It's not, crashing lower or anything like that. So indicators not looking bad, slight uptrend there. And we're finding support on our previous downtrend line, which is good. That's probably going to continue as we might move a little bit lower in the next couple days. Really, I'd say here for IOTA, there's just a lot of resistance really in this general area, right? We've got these lines all over the place from previous candlesticks that are kind of, not making it easier for IOTA to move higher. And we are seeing this middle band, the Bollinger Bands that are starting maybe to try to flatten out. So we're probably going to see that happen, and then might trade between the bigger range of $1.47 and $2.63. We want to see IOTA get back above this longer-term uptrend line right here. And at that point, we'll just have to feel things out, see if we're maybe going to trade it in between the channel of our long-term uptrend line and our previous one over here. We'll just have to wait and see, right? But what's likely is some consolidation as the Bollinger Bands are pointing towards that, and there's just too much resistance right now to move back up right away, unless there's some kind of great news that pushes either IOTA higher or the market higher, right? Consolidation is likely here for IOTA. And with that being said, everyone, this is the end of the daily crypto update. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to follow, check out my premium content, and to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.